I don't know if all of you knew Abe Breehey, but what an extraordinary, extraordinary kid. He died about a year ago of a brain tumor. He was 34 years old. The only gift he didn't have was the gift of time. He was, I would characterize as a charismatic. He had a way, an infectious optimism about him, and just a delightful individual. He was a true believer. He believed in the union movement. He participated in healthcare rallies. He would rally the troops around legislation that was important to you, but also important to the larger labor movement. But I didn't meet him through that. I met him when he was an intern working for a colleague of mine in the New York State Assembly, Sam Hoyt. And one day, Abe, in that infectious optimism, came up and he said, "I heard you play the guitar." I said, "Yeah, but not very well." And Abe said, "Well, so do I." I said, "Why don't I bring my guitar and you and I will play?" So for about a year, every Monday night, from about 5 o'clock to about 6:30, Abe Breehey and I would be in my legislative office on the 9th floor of the legislative office building, learning to play the guitar, but also learning a little bit about life, learning a little bit more about music. See, Abe was a big Phish fan, P-H-I-S-H. Phish was a jam band from the 90s and the early 2000s. Abe was trying to get me to a Phish concert, which I never quite made. But we settled on Dave Matthews. We both kind of liked Dave Matthews. He was like a jam band as well. So, but Abe was an extraordinary individual, and not only to the labor movement, but to our state and to our nation as well. And he will be sorely missed. I couldn't help but, another story. When Abe left Albany, we had become very good friends, so I took him and his wife to dinner, and we went to a place called Lombardo's. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a steakhouse. So we get there, we sit down, and Sonia and Abe are, very optimistic and ready for a nice night. And Abe says, "We're vegetarians." I said, "Why didn't you tell me that before we went to the steakhouse?" But there's a beautiful picture of Abe and Sonia and Abigail, their beautiful daughter. But this one hit me most when I came in. It was Abe with the guitar. So do we have a guitar here, Andy? I guess the best tribute we can do here is try to do a song that Abe taught me in our first session. And it was only 3 chords, and he kept saying, I kept screwing it up, and he kept saying, "Be patient with it, be persistent, you will get it." So let me do this. And Abe loved Bob Dylan, in addition to Phish. So, all right, let's see here. This is called "Knocking on Heaven's Door" by Bob Dylan. Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama put my guns to the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. That long black cloud is coming on down. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Sun, come right next to me, 'cause I can't see you anymore. A loyal man's life is never free. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. It's for you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.